quit school when I was 16. And I'll say it. It was the worst mistake I ever made. And so, and anybody who get that little piece of paper, it will say you graduated from the 8th grade even. Not even from high school, from the 8th grade, is an honor to carry that piece of paper. Now, you can specify that real loud and clear. Tell them your dad, your grandpa found that out during the war and in the CC camp, because I cannot read very good, and I can't type, and since I couldn't type or read too good, so I didn't make second lieutenant. I just made a buck sergeant instead. And no, I didn't have to go, but I went, because I didn't have nothing else to do. That was a job. Okay, it was a job. And we went to it. And then we sent better than half our, well, damn near all our pay home. And that was it. Okay, now you want to know what I did in the CC camp, huh? Okay. I started out running a maintainer, the blade. And then Boots, my best buddy in the CC camp, he quit. He had his 2 years in, and he had to get out. So I took the cat job. And I learned how to run a Caterpillar, and we built terraces and dams for the farmers. We were stationed at Woodenside. That was in Wayne County. And we went all around it. And we worked for the farmers, for the SCS. The SCS worked us, and the Army fed us, clothed us, and what did I say? Well, 3 things. Fed us, clothed us, and give us medical care. Okay. The CC camp for 18 months, I think, or maybe a little more, but I didn't get mine 2 years in, and then one weekend I went home, and my friend at home, he talked me in going up to see Mr. Tyson, see if he had a job for me to run a Caterpillar. He said, tomorrow morning you can go run one. Well, I told him I couldn't do that. I didn't want to do that because then I would be PWA from the CC camp. That wouldn't look good on record, I said to him. No, he said that wouldn't. He said, why don't you go back and talk it over with him, and you call me this noon, Monday noon, and what you go do. Well, by Monday noon, they had me all ready to go home. I was ready to go get this job. See, they were tickled I got this job, because them days you didn't get a job like that handed to you, a Caterpillar job for a kid. And so I got the job, and I worked for them 3 years. In 41, war broke out. I got in and we went from Osmond to Fort in Omaha. Some damn little fort. And from there we went, they loaded us on a big train, all of us, and shipped us to Louisiana, to the 11th Armored Division, and that's what I took my basic training in. And we went overseas. And do you know, I got wounded 2 times, and the last time it was those. First time it wasn't too serious. Second time it was in my face. I got my face shot up. Yeah. I drove a 1-star general. Usually his tank, but we never. I can say I saw. I'm not. I never. I got credit for it. I saw the battle with field glasses, but I never was in them. You know what I mean? We saw, and then he would ask us what we saw. See, he would give us, we had 3 pairs of good high power field glasses. And we would sit back on a hill or try to get as close as we could without being in a fire range. Okay, I got wounded in Verdun. No, Verdun belt, Luxembourg. And we had a Cub plane there, and I got wounded, and see, the war was 4 days. I got wounded May the 4th. You always want to put that in this week. Yeah, that I got wounded May the 4th, because then there was no fighting, really no fighting going on then already. And they decided they would fly me back to Verdun, France, to that hospital in that Cub plane. So they wrapped my head in a sheet so it wouldn't bleed. But they thought that sheet would absorb the blood so it wouldn't get his plane all bloody. And it did. Real good job. And I didn't ever come to until May the 8th. And on May the 8th I came to when I was in Verdun, France. And I was in this hospital operating room for 6 hours, but not being operated on all the time. They were waiting for this doctor to come and stuff, and make me a jawbone and stuff, and he put the teeth back in and stuff. I don't know what they did. They flew me back to the States, and nobody knew I was coming but 4 of us. And I was in the United States, and if I would have just spoke up my damn mouth and told them nurses and the pilot where my home was, we would have buzzed Osmond with that big plane. We would have, because there was 4 nurses and me and 2 pilots. In 5 minutes, a guy pulled up. Where you going? I told him. Well, yeah, get in. And he said, time wasting. And he said, then he told me he was going to Yankton, South Dakota. Well, boy, I said, you can go 3 miles of my home. Well, he said, 3 miles of your home, I can hold your doorstep. You know, he was that kind of a guy. No, I said, I don't want you to go on my doorstep. Oh, oh, he said, why? And then I had to tell him that what this guy did, and that dad still had that letter. And see, I said I would walk from 3 Mile Schoolhouse into Hosman the day I got my discharge. See, and I had my discharge in my pocket. So I started walking, and I didn't even carry this little damn half duffel bag. I left that and I had my shaving kit in my hand because I had a shave. Anyhow, we got there and everything was good. Short was running the cafe, and it was about 8:30, 8:45 when I got walked into town. Okay, then I worked for Tyson Brothers the rest of my life for 58 years. And that's all. I guess we built roads. I run big, heavy equipment and hauled it. And I'll tell you about when I got discharged that day, my mother, we lived right across the street from the American Legion, and she talked me into going signing up to the American Legion that day. And that's how come I got 70 years in, when I had 70 years in. When I got that certificate was on the wall. And then in the firemen, they waited until and then I joined the fire department, and I stayed on for 64 years until I got sick. And since then I've been in this nursing home.